Hello everyone, welcome to part 106 of Laravel 9 series in which we're creating the multi-vendor e-commerce website. So we will continue working on the user registration process. And in this video, we are going to insert the user in the Laravel users table via Ajax. Okay, so in the last video, we have seen that we able to create the users table. We able to modify the users table. In fact, we able to add some of the columns in our users table. Okay, you can see we able to add these address, city, state, country, pin code, mobile columns, and also the status column to our users table. And now in this video we are going to register the user as well. Okay, so here you can check out the customer login link that we have updated. Okay, we have created its blade file in the last video, and this is the register form for the user. Okay, so we know that we have already completed the vendor registration process. Okay, vendor register login is already done some videos back. Okay, and now we are working on the customer login register process, means user login register process. Okay, and I have already explained you the process in the last video that we are going to follow. These are the steps that we are going to follow. Amend user login registration form design that we have already done. We able to amend this. Okay, you can see it's the page for the user login and register. And after that, register insert user in user table if not already exists. So this thing we are going to do in this video. And also I want to tell you that we are going to do with Ajax only. Okay, so this we are going to do for the first time. We are going to register user via Ajax. Okay, in user table if not already exist. Okay, so it will see instantly register the user without refreshing the page. Okay, so this thing we are going to do for the first time. We have not done this thing in Laravel 8 or Laravel 7 or Laravel 6 in the earlier e-commerce series, but for the first time we are using the Ajax as well for registering the users. Okay, so so this thing like I have promised you that we are going to do the new things in every new series. So we are going to experiment with this thing in this video, so you will find it really interesting. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to update the login register blade file. First of all, we're going to open the login register blade file. This is under front. Okay, so here I'm going to modify the register form. See, we have created the action in the last video, but this is not required because we are going to submit it with Ajax. So we can simply see do it like this, so that action will not work. Okay, and see, form ID is enough, but we are going to replace it with the register form. Instead of user form, we are going to replace it with the register form. Okay, and other than that, see, some of the syntax we are going to add. See, we are going to modify the names, or we can modify the IDs to some different name, so that it will be easier for us to manage in jQuery and Ajax. Okay, so for every name we can simply do it like this: user mobile, user, okay, user email, like this, user password. Okay, we can do it like this. And also one more thing we are going to do here, after name, we are going to take it one uh, p tag. Okay, and we'll give its ID as register. Okay, that thing we can do it later. Okay, we can just this one we will do later on. Okay, right now we will just keep it like this. And one more thing, okay, so it is fine. So now we are going to add the jQuery function in custom.js located at the front. Okay, so we can add the jQuery function inside this one. We will do it like this, and inside this we are going to add the jQuery function. Okay, so we will add here registerForm validation. Okay, so here we are going to add the jQuery. See, registerForm is our form ID. Okay, on the submit of this form, submit function, we are going to do this jQuery. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to pick all the data from the form. Okay, and we're going to do this with there is one syntax, serialize. Okay, we are going to use the serialize. Okay, this is the way to just get the complete data from the form. Otherwise we do one by one, but that will take too much time. So that's why we will just do it like this. Okay, we can try this for the first time. Okay, we will get all the data from the form. No need to do one by one, like name. First we will get the name, then we will see, we will take one variable, javascript variable for name, then mobile, then email, then password. So it will take too much time. Now we will try to get all at once. Okay, so we will also open the console here, because the errors may have come, so we can resolve that as well. Okay, so you can see all the information come here from the form, and it is in the form of the serialize. Okay, we have used the serialize to get all the data from the form in jQuery. Okay, so we can remove this one. We got all the data that we require. Now we will apply the Ajax so that we can submit that data to the function. Okay, so we can simply do it like this, and URL. Okay, so here user, we will create this URL in our next step. Okay, and type will be post, so we can simply make this post, and data that we are required to send, that is the form data. This is the form data. Okay, that we require to send to the function, to our route and to the function indirectly. Okay, so says function, and data here also we are going to do it like this. Okay, so here we just do the alert, and error also we are going to give here the error. In case the error comes, it will tell us the error has come, so that we can able to resolve it. Okay, alert error. So this one here we can also take it response. Okay, so now we will create this URL as route, and post route we will create to post the register information. We post the information, post the user detail, insert the user details in the users table. Okay, so that's why we are going to create user register, and to register the user we are going to create this route post, and here we are going to add user register. Okay, then UserController, why it is not coming here, it is UserController at the rate of, and then we are going to give it user register. Okay, like this. Fine. Okay, so now we are going to create this function inside UserController. Here we are going to create, okay, public function user register. Okay, so here we will get the data in request. Okay, from the Ajax, from the jQuery to Ajax, we will get here in Ajax. Okay, so here what we are going to do, we will get the data from Ajax, whatever data we are sending. Ajax like this. Okay, we will get the data here, $data $request all. So we are going to print all data here. Let's see. So first of all, we are going to check here, okay, the data that we are going to submit here. We are going to see here that all the data come here correctly from the form via Ajax without refreshing the page. Okay, like we are going to add the new user here. Okay, so what I'm going to give here, like any name, like John Singh. Okay, I'm going to add the John Singh here, and mobile is something 9653456. Okay, then after that email John anything at the rate of yahoo.com and password 123456. Okay, accept here, accept. We are going to click on register and see all the data is coming here, name, mobile, email, password, accept. Okay, so it means that we able to see send all the data correctly. Okay, but here it is coming like this. We are going to see why this action is working. This action must not work, I think. Now we are going to try once. This action must not work. Okay, now see, we are going to refresh here. I'm going back. See, once again, like this, go to refresh here. Okay, so once again, because that action works actually, but we don't want the action to work because we want to submit with Ajax. Okay, so here once again I'm going to add John Singh. Okay, now it is coming here. Okay, number, any number we can add, and we can add the email as well. Now I read, click on register, and here you can see that we able to get all the information here. Okay, it's fine, and we are getting the information here as well in console. You can see, okay, all the information is coming here as well, so it means that we are going fine. So this is the way of debugging that you can use. Many of my friends are having issue, then they can do it like this to resolve the jQuery Ajax issues. Okay, by debugging your code you can easily find where your issues are, so that you can resolve. Okay, so now we will continue, and we are going to register here, register the new user here. Okay, so we are going to write here the register code. So we are going to disable this one, and now we are getting all the data, so we can register here and save the data in the users table. Register the user. Okay, the user, this is our comment. Okay, so $user equal to new user, sorry, is a model. Okay, so we are going to save the all information that we are getting, like name, data name, mobile, data mobile, after that email, after that password. We will get the password, but we are going to decrypt the password to store it in Laravel users table, because that only picks the hash form. Okay, and after that status, I'm going to decrypt straight away. Let me complete this statements. Okay, and after that save. Okay, user save like this, and here I'm going to add the decrypt, so that we can convert it to the hash form. Okay, hash, because the Laravel only picks the hash form, So we just encrypted it in hash to save it in our users table. Okay, so first one is the name, then mobile, then email, then password in encrypted form, and then status, and then we are going to save these fields. Okay, so after saving, we can straight away login, and we can straight away login and take the user to the card page. This is the simplest approach, okay, that we are working on. But later on, we will send the confirmation email to the user like we always do in the other e-commerce series as well, to make the process more secure. But right now, for its simplest form, we are just taking the user to the card page. Okay, a card page, or you can take the user to the home page after registering to the website. Okay, so for taking the user directly to the card page, we will simply do this one, auth attempt. Okay, so we are going to use the auth attempt like we use in earlier as well. Okay, first we are going to uh, pick the email of the user. Okay, and the next second one is the password. So if both are matching, then we are going to log in that user. Okay, and the second one is the dollar data password. Okay, so now we will simply return response, return back the user. We are going to send the data to the Ajax once again, because here we are submitting with Ajax, so we need to send the response to the Ajax as well. Okay, so URL, we're going to send the URL to the Ajax so that we can redirect. Okay, uh, here I'm going to add the URL. We can do one thing here. We will take here one variable like redirect to variable, and we'll put here URL card. Okay, so it will take the URL card. Okay, and this one redirect to, I'm going to send to the Ajax response like this. And here in Ajax response, I will get the URL here. Okay, so I will simply whatever it will come here response. Okay, I will use that response like window dot location. I'm going to see URL will come here. Okay, definitely URL will come here. So I'm going to use it like this, data dot response, to send the user to the card page. Okay, card page we are sending the user to. Okay, so user will reach the card page after this. So let's see, let's try if we are going to register this user. Let's see if it will go to the card page and he will get the register. Okay, error is coming. We are going to see what error is coming. Okay, user not found, user model, we need to add the user model. Okay, uh, user app models user. Okay, now we have added the user model. We will try again, no need to refresh here. We can simply click on register. Again the error comes. Let's see which error this time. So you can debug the code like this every time. Okay, so field address don't have a default value. See, some of the fields are not there at all, but here we have added. So we need to make sure that we will add the null for the fields that we are not going to fill. Okay, uh, otherwise the issue may come. Okay, so what we can do, we can just simply add the null value for all these fields. Okay, so we can change and accept the null here. So let's see if the issue will get resolved or not. I'm not sure. Let's see once. Okay, I'm going to try once again. We'll remove this one, click on register, and this time again, once again the error has come. Then this time it is saying the pin code. Okay, because the pin code still is not having the null value. So we will take the pin code mobile. Okay, so mobile we are registering, no, not, we are not asking in the beginning. And other than mobile, I think no other field is required. So let's change the values of these two field as well, accept it the null. Okay, now we can try once again. So There is no need to refresh. We can check once again register. Now this time the error once again comes, and the see auth, we need to add the auth as well. So one by one it is telling us that what thing is left and what we can do. See, this is the best way to debug and correct your code. See, click on register once again. So another error, maybe the session is required to add okay, duplicate entry is already added there in users table, so it is saying the duplicate entry. For this we are going to resolve this issue in the next video. We are going to provide the validation, Ajax Laravel validation with the validator class, but now we are going to register with some other user because we want to register successfully here and want to redirect the user to the card page. So we are going to change the email id as well as the mobile this time. Okay, so I'm going to try to register this time and hope that it will take the user to the card page. Let's see, this is seems to be fine this time. The it is showing that the user, it will take the user to the card page, but the user is not redirected. But you can see uh, it is coming here, card is coming here. Okay, so it means that this has worked. You can see the two new entries must have come here in the user table. John Singh added 2 times. Okay, we can see that we able to add the John Singh in the user table 2 times instantly via Ajax. But only thing is we need to redirect the user as well, and for that we're going to check why it is not taking the user to the card page directly. Here we need to check here what is the issue here. I think the error may be here. Here it must come response.url. Okay, so now it must work fine. See, response is coming from here, and what is coming in response? URL. Okay, response.url. Okay, we can also do alert here. If you are not sure of the response, you can simply alert this response to get the data, to check the data. Okay, so once again we are going to check here, and I'm going to click on register, but this time we need to register the new id once again because it will otherwise show that the data that user is already exist. Okay, let's click on register once again, and this time it will still, it is not taking the user to the card page. We are going to see why it is not taking. I think we need to debug this one. I think that we will do this without any debugging, but here I think it is just printing the things and stopping there. Okay, we are going to see why it is stopping there, why not it is moving further. Window.location.href, it seems to be fine, equal to response.url. Here we will alert as well that what is coming here. Okay, so let's alert here. Let's see what is coming here, response.url. Okay, and also we can remove that anything we are printing here. Fine, everything else seems to be fine here. Okay, just make sure that nothing is incorrect. Response JSON URL to. Okay, now we can try once again. Let's see. I am going to refresh this time because I think maybe changes will appear after refresh. Okay, so let me add now once again John Singh. Once again I'm going to add with new mobile this time. Anything we can add here. Okay, so with email. Okay, John, any email. Okay, yahoo.com, and password 123456. Let's see this time it will register or not. Let's click on register, and you can see the card, it must redirect to the card, and yes, it is redirecting to the card. So we finally able to redirect the user to the card page after register. Okay, so you can see the entry come here as well, 6th entry, 7th entry. Okay, so we able to register the user as well and able to redirect the user to the card page as well. Okay, so in the next video we will apply the validation to our user register form, we are going to check the user must not already exist, and we are going to validate the other fields as well via Ajax itself. Okay, so please stay tuned for the next video. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.